Hey guys, so with all the, update stuff, all the hype and stuff, we actually got some news about next week's Hybrid Pursuit, which I honestly wasn't expecting to get, since I thought, with the update coming, they might do something with the new dinos or new hybrids or something, but actually not. We're getting an old hybrid for the Hybrid Pursuit next week, so next week we're getting Tenontorex, which I'm honestly surprised that we're getting. Like, it should be for 3 weeks, so, week 1 should be either Dilo Gen 2 or Rex Gen 2, and then the week after should be the other one, and then, third week should be Tenontosaurus, so, I don't know, I really am surprised by this one. I didn't think they'd throw Tenontorex at us at all, like, well, thank goodness they did. Tenontorex is an absolute monster, of course. It's super, super strong. It's just a really good dino to get. But I don't know about you guys, but I honestly was expecting something like one of the new dinos, or the new hybrids probably. They'd start with, the epic hybrids, the Procerathomimus, or the other one, Edmontoguandodon, one of those, and then move up from there. And then, in the final weeks, they get to the 1.6 uniques, the whatever they're called, Stegodorex, and what was the other one? Vexus or something. I'm starting to learn these names, but yeah, we are getting Tenontorex. So Tenontorex, obviously, it's a good one. We don't know much about the spawn changes yet, so this could be very interesting. Like, well, I know the spawn change, but you guys don't. But so it could either be really good or really bad. You're just depending on where the Tenontorex components move to, like. If they just all move to parks, then it's really good news, since we're gonna get a lot of these. If they're like all global, then it doesn't matter too much. But yeah, that's next week's Tenontorex components. So first of all, you get the components for Tyrannolophosaur, obviously, and then the Tenontosaurus to make Tenontorex. So just going over these two dinos real fast. Tyrannolophosaur, 4.2k health, 1.6k damage. That's just standard Tyrannosaur stats. 108 speed, that's a bit faster than standard Tyrannosaurs, but it did fuse with Dilo Gen 2, which has a decent amount of speed, so that would make sense. At 20% crit chance, that's also standard. The moves are kind of weird. Nullifying Strike, Distracting Strike, Defense Shattering Rampage, Defense Shattering Impact. So, it's a decent dino. Obviously it has its uses. 108 speed is good, especially when you're fighting stuff like Indominus Rex. With the Null Strike, you might make sure that Indom doesn't get a Cloaked Rampage off on you. And 108 obviously outspeeds Indominus Rex, so that helps tremendously there. So Tyrannolophosaur, not a bad dino to get, so do, try your best in getting as many of these components as possible next for the next 2 weeks for Tyrannolophosaur, at least if you don't have it yet, or if you don't have Tenontorex yet, it's a decent chomper to have on your team. It's a good substitute for Rex. It's just a better Rex, honestly. Like, Rex is good, but this thing, first of all, is faster, so it outspeeds all the tank, well, not all the tank, a lot of the, the slowest high HP, high armor dinos, and then, also beats Indominus Rex, which is a problem in, mid to higher arenas, so that's always nice, obviously, and Tyrannolophosaur actually works well in a lot of strike events as well, just to, because of the nature of this dino. And then, obviously, after that, you'd want to get Tenontorex with the third week there, and Tenontorex has a bit more health, 4.5k health, 1,640 damage, 109 speed, 20% crit chance. Like, just every single stat is better than Tyrannolophosaur. And it has Distracting Impact instead of Distracting Strike, and then Superiority Strike for Null Strike. So, Tenontorex is just a flat-out upgrade of Tyrannolophosaur. And Tenontorex I like because the Superiority Strike plus Defense Shattering Rampage combo is just so strong. Like, it's 109 is, I wouldn't call 109 slow, although it is in the slow tier, but in the slow tier, it's like the fastest of all the slow dinos, if that, helps at all. Does outspeed Trichosaurus if this thing destroys Trichosaurus. It has an even matchup against Thorodolosaur. It does a lot of good stuff. So That's the Tenontorex. So it's super versatile. Like against faster dinos, you could just Purity Strike, and then Defense Shining Rampage. Against slower dinos, you could Distracting Impact and Defense Shining Rampage. So it has really a versatile kit. So that's why I like Tenontorex a lot. But at the moment, without the event, this thing is so hard to level just because Res Gen 2 isn't hard to get. It is a bit hard to dart though, so you might have some troubles accumulating some DNA for Tyrannosaurus in that aspect. But Tenontosaurus and Dilo Gen 2 are a bit harder to get, especially Dilophosaurus Gen 2, since Dilophosaurus Gen 2 is in parks, and it's like daytime only parks, so you can't even see them during the night, and, lower chances during dawn dusk, obviously. But, yeah, it's super hard to get. Tenontosaurus is local too. It's a local rare. It's not too hard to get in comparison to Dilo Gen 2, but still, really decently hard to get. So, when these things come around, do try to use, like, I would suggest using Sense on them. I would suggest, if you have any rare Sense stored up or whatever, throw them out if you have, not if you have Common Sense. Of course you have Common Sense, like, you get 2 free every day. And then, the 6-hour incubator thing. So, yeah, buy Common Sense, if you're in parks, especially if you're around parks, because that has higher spawn chances. Because, if you guys don't know, we did publish the spawn rates for these Hybrid Pursuit events. And I'm just gonna go over them really fast. So for the commons, which that means in this case Dilophosaurus Gen 2, it's only that one dino. It has a really high spawn chance. Once this thing goes live, it would almost be the highest spawn rate for all the dinos in the game, if it weren't for the factor that, during the nighttime there's only one local common that spawns at the moment. Considering this patch's migration stuff. So, with the featured common, and this isn't like 100% confirmed. Like, this is what I think they're doing. I have the numbers, but this could be logically wrong, but it's like 99% correct. So, with the commons, the featured common has an 18% chance of spawning, in comparison to like the other commons. Global common 21% and local common 49% at the moment. So, although it seems like the featured common is the lowest spawn rate of all three, but remember, the featured common is only one dino. It doesn't have to split with other dinos. Like global common, you have to split that with like 5 or 6 dinos, and local common like 4 different dinos and such, unless you're playing at night, which then there's only one dino. It's either Ionosaur, Majungosaurus, Diplocalus, or Suchomimus. So that's pretty sad, but besides that, it's good. So also, when you're using rare sense, it has a 13.4% chance of spawning, and then epic sense is 13.56 or 58, around that percent chance of spawning. So actually, when these events go live, I actually would suggest you guys to not use epic sense unless you really need something, or if you just have a lot of hard cash to spend, I guess. But especially when these common events are live, it affects the epic chances a decent bit. So that kind of sucks. But I guess it's not too big of a deal. But if you really do want to get the best out of your epic sense, probably don't use it when rares or commons are featured, especially commons, because they kind of dilute the spawn rates a bit. So that's for commons. And then for rares, which in this case is Rex Gen 2 and Tenontosaurus, if you're using a common scent, the spawn rate is like around 2.5%, while you use a rare scent, it's like 8.5%, something like that. And then epic sense, it's like 5.2 or whatever percent. So there's that. When you do compare it to the other rares, like global rare, it's like about the same rate as global rare, and then like half, more than half of, less than half of the local rare spawn chances. But then again, remember they have to like split split their spawn chances amongst each other, the local dinos. So anyways, there's that. Next few weeks, Tenontorex components, Hybrid Pursuit, honestly wasn't expecting it. Was expecting something like Edmontoquandodon or, Proceratomimus, but we do have Tenontorex, which is really, really good. Obviously, this is my, the one I need the most out of all the Hybrid Pursuits, since I don't run any of the other dinos. But anyways, that's all fun. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Subscribe if you guys are new. I'm looking forward to next week, obviously, the update and this now. Next week's gonna be a really good week. So, okay, that's gonna be fun. I'll see you guys in the next video.